Hi, God, thank God for Jesus. Like my mother always, good morning, guys. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is Throwback Thursday. It is Thursday, September the 16th, 2020, 5 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny, Barbi, Cologne, where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. That chat room's open, guys. Please call in 570-982-6950. iHeartRadio, radio.com, ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com, distributed by Comedy World Network, guys. Also, Comedy Cloud, we appreciate you guys over there. Also, WFLX, The Flex in Rochester, we appreciate you. And 94.5 The Blaze, Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you so much. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All links come up. Also, we're on all major podcast platform, guys. So we appreciate your support. We're on YouTube as well, so subscribe to our YouTube page. That's the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. We appreciate you. And on Facebook, join our business page. Like the page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page. Like it. You get notified Monday through Friday when we go live, 7 a.m. So we appreciate you guys. Also, join our group, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. Invite yourself to the group. We invite you in and have a good time and enjoy one of the hottest groups on Facebook, in my opinion. So we appreciate you guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless. Only place you're going to get this morning love. We appreciate you. Barbi Cologne, good to see you. God bless you. You're looking good. Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. It's good to be seen. How are you?
Good.
Good morning, everyone. Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from. Right now, it is 66 degrees. There's a light rain going on. It's cloudy. And it's going to stop around 9 a.m. this morning. But it's going to pick back up around 4 p.m. for your drive home. It's going to be a little heavier with some thunderstorms. It's going to last for on and off throughout the night. And in Stroudsburg, 64 degrees. Mostly cloudy right now. 77 for the high. A light rain is going to pick up for the drive home. So please be careful and take rain gear if you're out and about. In Newark, New Jersey, it is 72 degrees, cloudy, and 77 for the high with late storms around 3 p.m. So please be careful once again if you are out and about. In New York City, 72 degrees. The high is going to be 75 today. It is cloudy and thunderstorms around 2 p.m. today. In Atlanta, it's 68 degrees, cloudy, and it's raining. It's going to rain all day in Atlanta. The high is going to be 72 degrees today. 79 in Miami, fair right now, but the clouds are going to roll in around 9 a.m. this morning, and there will be some thunderstorms around 1 p.m. today. So please be careful if you are out and about and take some rain gear with you. 66 in Chicago and clear. No rain in the forecast for today. In Los Angeles, it's 61 degrees, cloudy right now, 75 for the high, but the clouds are going to, the sun is going to come out, and it's going to be a beautiful and sunny day for the rest of the day in LA. 68 in Louisville, rain this morning, 84 for the high and cloudy. And it's going to be cloudy for the pretty much most of the day. Then we have some peaks of sunshine. In Rochester, 54 degrees. It's foggy right now. The fog should clear around 9 a.m. this morning, and 75 will be the high, and the rest of the day should be a sunny and beautiful day. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it look like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Exactly, where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. We have front page news with Senny J, S to the E-double-N-Y, and you can't deny. That's at the top of the hour. You know that they will give you the news locally, nationally, globally, and you know how I love it from the hood. So you want to stay tuned for that. Front page news with Senny J. Also, guys, we have the morning buzz, and you know the deal. That's one thing we could guarantee on this show each and every day is that your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m. So you stay tuned for that. Get your coffee, get your beverage, sit down, relax, and enjoy the morning buzz. Barbi, what else do you have?
And there will be some Harvey House of Sports. You guys stay tuned.
Okay, well, and like we always say, you know, we say the same things each and every morning because we have a lot of folks listening. I want to thank everyone on the social media part. We had almost 15,000 reaches the other day. So we appreciate you guys for that, and thank you so much. So when we say the same things every day for our regular listeners, that's why, because we have so many new people listening each and every day. So thank you for your patience for our regular listeners. And then I want to say this also for our regular listeners, our family members, our new listeners. We're going to shout your name out in a few. So, you know, you want to enjoy that part of the this show, when we have the segment, when we shout you guys out, we want to show you guys some love, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And again, I'm going to say the same things. Special shout out to DJ Rome, Young and Nut, and Crystal Rooney. Thank you for what you guys do over there. Now, on a Throwback Thursday, I just want to throw it back. We weren't here yesterday. I had to do some things, and I was doing a lot of reading yesterday. I'm in this production, and when they start filming, I can't look like an idiot. So I got to shut things down and start reading. Now listen, since it's a Throwback Thursday, we're going to throw it back. Okay? We're going to throw it back to Tuesday night. Oh. We're going to throw it back to that versus battle that we saw the other night. The massacre that we witnessed, where my beloved Fat Joe Cracks, Trinity Ave, I grew up right down the block. Fat Joe and I went to the same high school. We graduated a few years before them, and then they came in, and they're heroes. And Joe is considered a hero in the Bronx community. And they have the verses. And what I love about the verses is the fact that when they have the rappers going against each other, this is like a battle. This is like a ego-driven. I know we got love for each other, but these guys are going out for the win and for the kill. Now, in the Yoo-Hoo Center in Madison Square Garden, they used to call it the Felt Forum back in the day. I guess for some Babylonian hero named Felt. I don't know. Now, Ja Rule and Fat Joe went at it. And boy, did they go at it. And I was excited about this. I watched it on my mobile device. I was too lazy to put it on the TV or whatever. Fine. But I thoroughly enjoyed, unfortunately, the ass whipping that Joe Cracks took.
Yeah, I heard.
He was almost whipped like a runaway slave in Georgia in 1860. Now, Ja Rule came out there. I mean, if you saw it or not, I mean, let's write this on YouTube. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I'm from the X. So you already know I'm rocking with Joe. Okay. Even though I know that Ja Rule have all these hits and collaborations with the ladies, and the ladies love Ja. That's why, in a sense, I couldn't understand why they would battle each other, because Joe is a different type of rapper, even though he do have some of those hits for the ladies, right? I get it. The way that this battle started off, this versus, I kind of knew that it was going to go left fast. Even though Joe had the bars. I think Fat Joe is the better rapper with the bars, they say. They call it bars. We used to call it rhyming back in the day. Fine. Lyrically, I think he's a better rapper, okay? But Ja Rule is the better entertainer.
Right.
Ja Rule, who in his own right was throwing his lyrics down too. But Ja Rule had so much love for the ladies who came out to support him. Fat Joe, unfortunately, there was a lot of ego with you, bro. You came out and you almost did the Jim Jones situation.
Oh, no.
With the chains and the bags and the outfits. And you failed, my friend. And bad. And it got to such a point where Nelly came out. Nelly sound like, I don't know, like, was he smoking something? Did he have a cigarette? like Nelly, but Nelly came out, and that was almost the highlight of Fat Joe's performance. When Nelly came out, and this was at the second half of the event, when Joe had to change his clothes.
Oh, wow.
Now, why would you do that? And Ja Rule's like, yo, this is a rap battle. We don't change clothes. Really? What are you doing? And then in the beginning, if you saw the battle, in the first half of the battle, Ja Rule brought out, what's her name? Avita. And Lil Mo.
Yeah.
Lil Mo, who's a personal friend of mine. I got a phone number right here. I can call right now if I wanted to. They came out and they did their thing with the classics.
Yeah.
I mean, Vita, I don't know what she's about 50 years old now. She looked good for me. She had on some poom poom shorts and she was doing her thing. The weed was popping with the hills, and I was talking about sexy aunts and sexy grandmothers the day before.
They was doing it last.
They were looking good. I mean, Lil Mo, she took over the whole situation when she started singing her hooks, and it went downhill for my man from Trinity Ave. And then Joe had some songs that nobody knew unless you was like a 40-year-old Bronx cat, 50-year-old Bronx cat that loved Joe. It was the wrong situation. And then Ja Rule put the pedal to the metal, bro.
What he
He came out there in the second half at halftime. He said to Joe, he go, and hold on, before we do that, Joe, who became flustered in the battle because Joe, even though he has these hits, like I said, his stage performance is subpar. He's a straight up rapper. And then one thing that tripped me out about Joe started dancing and like his dancing was weird. But I understand why his dancing is weird because he's not a dancer. So Joe would, shimmer his shoulders, like if I was watching The Color Purple while Whoopi Goldberg was dancing.
That's crazy.
And then when the ladies in the crowd, because Ja Rule was more engaging with the audience, like he was becoming the crowd pleaser.
That's how you're supposed to when you perform.
Right, and then while he was doing all of that, and they came out with the song with Little Mo and Vita, and they did that whole thing, Joe did the exact the most horrific thing you could do.
What he do?
I don't know the quote, but he said something like, and I should know the quote. He goes, "Get these dirty bitches off the stage."
Oh, Dusty. He called them Dusty.
Oh yeah, get these dusty bitches off the stage. He said, "Hold on a second." He goes, "Get these." He goes, "Get these dusty bitches off the stage and get them back." And where you get them from the crack house?
Yeah.
Now, Joe.
And he didn't say that while they were on stage, though.
No, they had walked off the stage. They were walking.
He still
off,
said it.
let me. They were walking off the stage when he did it. As soon as they finished performing, he got into his feelings. He got into his feelings. He stopped being a professional, and then you went. And then you went and you called out these women's names. Now you can't. Now calling a woman a bitch, that was acceptable 3 years ago. Women called each other bitches. That's fine. They still do today. But when you do it on social media like that, in live audience at a live taping in front of the world, you can't do it.
Yeah.
And when he did that, that's where he really, even though lyrically he was getting his ass bust anyway, that's where he really lost the battle. You can't do that, Joe. And Joe, yeah, you a jokester. You got jokes, but none of that was working because 2 weeks ago, after the Jadakiss battle, you said that yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
Well,
for Jadakiss, which is true. But Joe, your price yesterday is the same price today.
yeah, his price is the same.
Your price might have went down like the stock market. I don't know. But Joe, you look crazy in the streets. And then when you took time out, Joe, and what are you wearing these stupid big jackets for? He had on the biggest jacket I ever seen in my life. I knew you was hot on that stage, bro. And then you took a break, and Ja Rule said, "Yo, this is real hip hop. We don't take breaks."
Right.
Yo, Joe, come on, you from the Bronx, bro. You can't take the breaks. And then when he came out, he did the song with Nelly, right? And I was like, wow. And then Nelly did some of his own song. He did some of the Hot in Here. Now, this is a battle between
Joe
and Ja Rule. Nelly was actually the crowd pleasing performance for Joe.
Maybe Joe needed some help, and he was like, "Come on, Nelly, do your thing."
But then this is what made it worse. The moment that Nelly finished, Ja Rule brought out Ashanti.
Oh, dang.
Yo, man, it was bad at this point. And she came out. She had these shades on, some tight, like shorty, like short leather pants and the heels. And she looked really good to me. And here's what made it even worse. When they finished the song, well, everybody don't forget about Nelly.
Right.
Nelly was on the stage literally 30 seconds prior. She was about to walk off the stage, and Joe snatched her up to do the song that they did.
Right.
And Joe was like, really, bro?
That's what we do it now.
It was a moment of desperation that I couldn't believe. I'm from the Bronx, New York, and you know I was going hard for Joe.
Yeah.
Even Joe's first song and his verse and his lyrics and his first song he performed on Versus the other night, our beloved Cool Mike Ski is in his verse because Cool Mike Ski used to DJ for Fat Joe. And when Joe yelled out Mike Ski's name in the verse, now the shout out, it's in the verse of the song. I was like, we gonna bust this guy's ass. But after Little Mo came out, and then I want to give a shout out to Remy Ma. I want to give a shout out to Remy Ma. She came out there and then first of all, she looked like a grown-ass woman, man. Her skin was so clear.
It's called makeup.
Oh my God, her teeth were so white. Her weave, she had on a $2,000 weave. It was crazy. And she came out there and strutting on the stage and she was doing her thing. Now she had on this little bumblebee outfit. I thought that was weird. The outfit was weird what she was wearing. But she came out and she did her thing. And I was like, yo, Joe gonna do this. But at the end, Ja Rule had the ladies singing. And then you know what he did at the end to win? Well, he was winning anyway.
Right. To bring it home, what he do?
I'm going to tell you what he did to bring it home. In all his glory, Ja Rule, who took the same path of Jadakiss. He just had on a regular pair of jeans and a black T-shirt and some sneakers and a 2 gold chains. That's all he had on.
Regular basis.
You know what he did to win?
What he do?
He took that shirt off.
Oh, dang.
Oh, my
I
God.
missed it.
When he took his shirt off, my nipples got hard. He took that shirt off and that body. I mean, these guys are rich, so they got time to work out and do that body. Put a number one if you saw that body.
So he still got it, is
Oh,
what you trying
my
to
God,
say.
he still got it. He still
All
got
right,
it. He
Ja
doesn't
Rule.
got like me, Harvey, I got a 2-pack. He added 2 more packs to his 6-pack.
Oh, snap. Let me go watch the replay on YouTube.
Oh, my God. He took his shirt off, and the crowd went crazy.
Let me go catch that replay.
He took that shirt off. Those biceps was showing. That chest was showing. And then you know what Joe did? You ain't gonna believe it.
I know his big ass ain't take his shirt off.
If they would have took his shirt off, it would have shut down the internet.
Yes.
Joe, in his he was so desperate. God, Joe was actually trying to sing songs along with Ja Rule.
I mean, he was trying to.
And then in one of the Ashanti songs that Joe wanted to sing, Joe forgot in one of his songs in these collaborations. Joe forgot in this moment of desperate, in that desperate moment, he forgot that Ja Rule had the lyric who was on the song. So when Joe started the song, Ashanti singing, guess what? Ja Rule was doing his parts.
He was like, I'm going to be good.
I was like, what are you doing?
Everything.
Joe, what is wrong with you, bro? And Joe, it wasn't a good look because Joe started bragging and started boasting.
Well,
Yo, my crew is rich. We got mansions.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with the price of China, like they said, and the tea in China. It has nothing to do with that ass whipping that you was getting. And guess what he did at the end?
What he do?
Because he felt a certain way about calling the other 2 dusty bitches. And take them back to the crack house or feed them. He was talking about feeding them. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. He at the end, he brings out 2 big $10,000 bags for Ashanti and Remy Ma in a shopping bag. He gave them gifts, And Ja Rule was like, what are we doing here, bro? He was so desperate that he gave these women handbags
Well, I am
on
not
the
mad at him.
stage.
Go ahead, Joe.
On the stage, looking crazy in these streets. Nelly, you look good as hell, but you gotta stop smoking cigarettes, bro. Bro, you like getting hot in here, bro. Yo, your outfit was crazy. And also shout out to Pretty Lou, the hype guy, right?
Yeah.
For Fat Joe, who's not pretty at all. It was a mess. And here's where Fat Joe failed. Fat Joe did have the hits, but what he did, where Joe failed at, in my opinion, Barbi Cologne and Senny J, he should have did all those hits in the beginning,
Right.
because Ja Rule had too many hits, and he kept minimizing Ja Rule's. Listen, I started rooting for Fat Joe. I ended up a Ja Rule fan. He started minimizing all the songs that Ja Rule made in his career. And Ja Rule was so real with it because he said, yo, I'm a singing rapper, bro.
Right.
Because Joe was like, yo, bars, whatever. He said, nah, I'm good. I'm a singing rapper, but I could do this to you as well. It was too much.
And he killed him. That's what happens when you think you the bomb.
Yo, Joe.
It blow up in your face.
Joe, after you was funny as hell after that Jadakiss battle. I mean, the Locks and Dipset. That was funny. All that you were saying online was funny. But bro, they should have matched up Joe with another rapper. It was too much. The ladies in the audience of the Hulu Center was singing. Barbi Cologne, I was singing all the songs. My wife and I was watching it, and I forced her to rock with Fat Joe because I'm from the Bronx. And at the end, we both singing Ja Rule songs.
I was singing Ja Rule.
We both singing Ja Rule songs. Ja Rule, you are my hero, my friend. Even though I'm not. I was going for everybody. I was going for Joe in the Bronx. I was going for the BX. I was doing that. But Joe, when you took you disrespect hip hop, bro. You disrespect MCing. You disrespect the culture by taking an intermission while you getting your ass whipped. To put on another jacket.
Well, his price ain't go up, so Ja Rule's did.
Right. Yo, Joe, you were supposed to take the jacket off, no breaks, and go in to save your ass. And what did you do?
He had a wardrobe change. Maybe he thought that was going to save
We doing wardrobe changes in hip-hop?
You know, this is a new era, Shawn. This you mean?
And social media tore your ass up after calling these women dusty bitches.
They sure did.
They tore you. See, that's the thing with social media. Social media could be your loving friend, and it'll turn against you like an alligator in a pond. It'll rip your arm off. And Joe, you got ripped off. Like, you got your whole body snatched. You got your soul snatched, bro.
Right, Jehovah. When you start acting dope, you know.
You took the rap persona, Joe, and you disrespected it. That's what you did, man. You came out and you was glorifying yourself. Is that who you really are, bro? And then you have to clean it up at the end to give gifts and apologize. I like the way he did that. He apologized immediately while the show was going on. But it was done. The damage was done already. Yeah. You can't call women dusty bitches. Live on air, that's bro. Rude. That are in you. But I understand why you panicked. Now, if you're a hardcore Fat Joe fan, because 10 of the songs, nobody knew. But if you're a hardcore fan, if you between 40 and 50 years old and you from the Bronx, New York, and you a dude or some of the females, you knew some of these songs. Right. Ja said to him, yo, 10 of the songs, nobody knows.
You're supposed to sing songs, popular songs, so people can.
Ja Rule could still sing. I mean, in his rapping monologue.
His rapping voice. He's a singing rapper.
Ashanti, even though I'm married, you can get it.
That's how you gonna beat your ass.
Vita, the 50-year-old rapper with the poom poom shorts, you can get it too. Remy Ma, Jesus, if I had enough money, I would slay you too. That vagina costs a lot of money.
Very, very beautiful.
She looked great. The bumblebee outfit was in, but she looked great.
Yeah.
And she wanted to start some beef on the stage. I'm applaud Ja Rule, bro. And I'm gonna ask the ladies their thoughts. I'm gonna applaud Ja Rule for thoroughly entertaining us first. Thoroughly, your stage performance was a 10. He articulated back and forth with the crowd. Joe kind of stuck to the script. And then at the end, when he was desperate, he was reaching out to the ladies. Ladies, he started with I'm ad-libbing, but he's like, ladies, I love you. Where the ladies? He started all of that in the moment of being so desperate. Yeah. And Ja Rule, you shoved those hits right down my friend from the BX. You shoved it right down his throat. Ja started using Jadakiss lines. He's like, why are we doing? What are we doing here? Joe, you want another hit? I'm bored. Like it was too. And then he would play another hit. I forgot how many. We know how many hits he had.
You forget because you hear him in a while. Mm-hmm.
And Josh said something. He was like, yo, show me some love. You know what it is? All y'all went to high school and college on these hits. Great move for the hip-hop culture, of course. And I love the fact that the verses is now, when it comes down to the rappers, we're battling, unlike Babyface and who was the other guy, those two that put me to sleep. Babyface battled Luther Vandross or whoever it was.
It wasn't
Teddy Riley. It was Teddy, yeah.
Teddy Riley and Babyface, that put me to sleep.
Well, they sing songs, Sean.
That put me to sleep.
Sean the best.
My wife's vagina dried up on that.
Oh my God, Sean.
She was ready to smash after Ja Rule, though. It was too tired. I was too tired.
You are a whole fool, Sean.
I'll start with you, Senny. Your thoughts on that ass whipping that my friend from the Bronx. And remember, there's a mural right in front of my mother's, right across the street from where my mother lives, a Big Pun. That was another thing. He played a Big Pun song. Y'all want to throw an honor to Big Pun? Not now, bro. Not now. You're getting your ass whooped by a man that's in his mid-40s. That body looks immaculate.
Damn, I missed it. I'm going to go back to read.
You could go on YouTube right now. Go all the way to the end. When he took his shirt. Senny, did you see Ja Rule when he took his shirt off? Senny J.
Yeah, I did.
Senny J.
Senny J. I watched it. But you know what? With this one, I was actually surprised that there wasn't more promotion. Like, I didn't know about it until like the day before it or something like that.
I knew about it.
I didn't see it anywhere, so I don't know. Maybe it's just the stuff I'm following. But I was happy to see it. It was real nostalgic. I knew Ja Rule was going to be like that. I was rooting for Ja Rule from the beginning because I was like, he got mad at everybody was saying, yes, Fat Joe has more songs or whatever because he's been rapping since like before I was alive or whatever. But that doesn't. Is anybody hearing those? Is anybody playing those? Is anybody repping him? I mean, to me, Fat Joe, people was repping him hard when he was, rocking with Big Pun, and they was doing their thing together. And then, he had his whole Terror Squad thing, and you were doing a little something. But Ja Rule was dominating the '90s. He was on everything. So of course, anything that, even if you're gonna play whatever songs you have, people are still gonna resonate more and be more excited when they hear Ja Rule sing, and that's what it's about. So
he looked nice.
It gave what it was supposed to give. It was very nostalgic. Remy looked great. I knew she was gonna come out and do whatever. The appearances were cool, and it was great. I mean, I'm really happy for Swiss Beats and Timbaland because this Versus thing has just really
took off.
Has really taken off. They're at the Garden now, but I knew it was going to be like that. They're probably going to start doing Versus tours and concerts.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that.
It's amazing. No, it's amazing. Something that was born out of the pandemic.
And let me tell you something.
That's what's up.
This is where Fat Joe failed. He did his whole performance backwards. All the hits that he had at the end. What's the last song? Like Rockaway with Remy and all of them.
Lean back, right? Right.
He should have came out the gate with all of that. And still, I don't think it still would have made a difference. But you should have came out the gate.
What was the song he started with? I was like, what is this?
Yo, you should have started out the gate with everything that you gotta throw. Listen, I'm a performer. When I perform, I'm throwing the kitchen sink at you.
Right.
I'm not giving you a chance. And you came out with your lyrical rhymes and some of the songs. And lyrically, you was busting his ass in the beginning, but he had too many hits for you, bro. You had too many hits, and you should have came out with the Shantaes of the world, with the Remy's of the world, and all the hits that the ladies love. Because Fat Joe, because you were so egotistical, you didn't even read the room, bro. You came on stage, you saw the ladies out there. You probably saw the ladies with the Ja Rule shirts on. You should have switched up and went to Technique the DJ and said, yo, let's get all these love songs out here for the ladies. But you didn't want to do it. Because you had this big jacket on and you had these chains on, and you was more about the appearance and the money than just the craft of rapping or MCing. You couldn't do it. And Ja had on a pair of $100 pants, a $20 t-shirt. I don't know what kind of shoes he had on. Maybe we wanted to research what kind of shoes he had on. And he had maybe 1 or 2 chains on. Joe looked like the polar ice cap before the melting. He had all these gold chains on and the wardrobe chains in hip hop, bro. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Vanetta. She said, I was waiting for J-Lo to walk out. I know, right? That's what it felt like. But, it felt like the Jadakiss and the Locks. It felt like very 90s and like a award show, performance.
It almost felt like a concert.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for Ja Rule, I was thoroughly entertained.
Hey, that's probably what he treated as to a concert.
Like, I got a free concert.
Right.
But, and Ja Rule's been waiting for this because he's been out of... I don't... Like, I understand the whole thing that went down with 50 and, the Irv Gotti and your whole thing was taken down. Right. But it's like, even after that, like, why haven't you come out with anything? Like, I feel like he still has the ability maybe to jump on with somebody. Like, you don't have no connections. Like, have you been completely blackballed for all this time? Like,
50 got a little reach.
What's going on?
He probably did blackball him.
Like, Drake or something? Because if you could hop on something with Drake and Ja...
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly,
might have a little life.
Oh, honestly, and
Drake,
you bring up that you bring up Drake,
but
and you bring up Drake, and I think you're absolutely. I think it should have been a battle between Drake and Ja Rule.
Oh no, Drake would have killed him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But Drake, no. Hear me out though. No. Hear me out because they both have singing. There's a lot of singing cadence and they rapping. Joe should have went with somebody else that's just a rapper.
They should have had Ja Rule and Fab.
Well, whoever, right?
That would have been better.
That would have been a good version.
Right, whatever. But to go against Fat Joe, your calculations were horribly wrong, bro.
Him and Fab would have been a good
And
match.
if in these previous battles with the Dipset, the Locks, Ja Rule, and Fat Joe, if that was a concert, I hate to say this for my fellow Bronxite, Joe, you would be the opening act. You would be the opening act, bro.
Would.
But
when people getting their popcorn and their sodas and their drinks, you're on stage, bro. I'm sorry to say. Dipset, you'll be next. After Joe. After Joe, it'll be Dipset. And then who will close out that show? The Locks or Ja Rule? Who would close? Right now, the way I feel, I'm sorry. I'll have to give it to Ja Rule. I don't care. I'm sorry. I got caught up in the singing, rapping. I'm sorry. I know Jadakiss and them would kick some ass, but if I was bringing my lady and I knew that was the lineup, Senny, if Fat Joe, Dipset, the Locks, and your closing act was Ja Rule.
Who's the headliner?
The headliner is the closing act. It's Ja Rule.
Oh.
Would you be all right with that concert?
Yeah.
Would you be all right with Fat Joe, Dipset, Locks, and Ja Rule closing out? Would you be okay with that lineup?
Yeah, I'd go see that.
Barbi Cologne, would you be okay with Ja Rule closing that whole thing out with all the artists, the females that he sing with?
Yeah, long as you bring my girls out there, for them hooks.
If J-Lo would have came out there for either one, if J-Lo would have came out there for Ja Rule, Joe's career would have been over.
Yeah. That's what Vanessa
would've-
said.
J-Lo
it
the
would-
one.
it
Nothing
would've
to do
been-
with that hood mess.
Yo, it would have been a
Watch
rap.
you in bed.
I ain't got nothing
It would
to do
have.
with
It
that.
would have been. Hey, Joe. It would have been a rap for you.
I wonder if J-Lo watched it.
Joe, Fat Joe. You would have been Fat Jose because it would have been over with you.
Not Fat Jose.
Stop.
You go Fat Jose. Fat Jose.
And I know you gonna
Sorry,
say. I
can't
know
take it
you
this
gonna be
morning.
like, yo, Shawn, I could buy your life. You live in Bethlehem. I'm a billionaire. Yeah, you can say that, and it's true. But bro, you look crazy. You're not even on the internet this morning, bro.
You gotta
You
hide from that bitch.
deactivated all your medias for a few hours, bro. We don't want to see you, pimp. I know all this talk is going back to the Bronx, and I know the people that live into the Bronx and go over live in the Bronx, and when this get over, when my rant get over there to Forest Houses in McKinley, y'all gonna be like, Shawn,
You're bugging.
Shawn, we hate you, Kiss Out, and I hate you too. I'm just giving pure facts on what happened. That's the way I feel about it. Joe, you should have came out with all your hits in the beginning, not at the end. You shouldn't have did the intermission.
Hits? What are all his hits that he's talking about?
Well, the two hits that he did the one.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm like, why is even Fat Joe on a? And I think it was because
Show Fat Joe some respect, bro.
But
he
what
had
really
his
do?
what did he have? He does like this podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think because he was so vocal.
Right.
Like that's the thing. He was so vocal about the locks
locks,
and giving Jadakiss all of these props and da 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 da.
Right.
He became like this like commentator now for the verses.
That he should have stayed as
That I felt like when he did his verses, and it was so fast after that one, given his commentary. I think that's why they gave it to him because he went kind of viral a little bit that last, and people were talking about Fat Joe again. Yeah. It's like Fat Joe be hot, people be talking about him, and then like he goes away for a little while, and then like he does something, and people be like, oh yeah, Fat Joe, because he a legend. Da, 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 da. But it's like, what are you really doing though?
Yeah, but the thing is, it was so catchy.
I wasn't excited. For
it was
Fat
so
Joe.
catchy when Joe said the next morning. That's what really got him hot, and that's what got him viral. Senny, you're right. When he said, yesterday's prices are not today's prices, referring to Jadakiss, because Jadakiss was getting 5,000 a show, whatever amount was. Now that needs to triple or double, which is absolutely right. He said that, and that went viral. That went viral. And then if you go to Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team Group, I put another post that said. Senny said they was killing him yesterday. He said yesterday's price is today's price.
Right. For you, Joe.
And that's the thing. It's like, yes, John, like you can be a legend, yes, but also sometimes if you're not really relevant, it doesn't really resonate sometimes with people. And you have to understand this is versus. This is with a whole new generation of people.
That have no idea.
That have no idea about his music or his catalog, the length and extensity of it, and who he was working with, and who was carrying his crates, and all this that goes behind with the history of hip hop and all of that. So it's just, but I knew Ja was gonna do what he did.
Yeah,
Right.
Ja,
Ja's
we
been
all-
waiting for that.
Right, he has.
I was Team Ja Rule from the beginning.
And then to add injury to insult, Ja Rule announces at the end, he goes, "Yo," and next week, J-Lo and myself will be forming in Central Park in New York. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, to please, Ja, take your foot off his back.
On his neck.
So again, I want to say thank you. You're right, Timberland and Swiss Beats for putting this whole venture together for all of us to enjoy, which has metamorphosized into something really great. While we're in COVID part 2. Thank you so much.
Not part 2.
Yes, yeah, we understand.
Not part 2.
Yeah, we're in part 2 of COVID.
Did we have an intermission?
and-
I call this intermission.
Yeah.
This is the intermission.
It ain't intermission. It's back on now. We had intermission in the summertime till that shit is done. So, thank you so much. And I need to see Busta Rhymes slay somebody.
Right. Now, I'm Team Buster. That's my homeboy.
I need to see LL Cool J slay somebody.
Right.
Oh, what about Busta Rhymes?
I think Busta Rhymes, put a number 1 in the chat room if you're I think Busta
I don't know who
Rhymes
he'd
will
go with.
slay them all.
Right. Who would he?
I think Busta Rhymes will slay him.
Because his style is so.
And but he's still performing, and he's still
who he versed with.
There's no. I think Busta Rhymes need to verse himself. There's too much going on with that dude.
I love
Who
Busta.
y'all think Busta will make a good verse with?
And right now, I'm gonna say this. And I don't care what y'all say right now. I don't give a damn what you say. Thank God for Jesus. I survived the crack years. You could talk all the crap you want about me. I'm gonna say this right now. Today, just this morning, Ja Rule is the hottest rapper in the circuit right now. He has top Jadakiss right now. Ja Rule right now. I don't care. I used to rap back in the day. I'm the only one in this room that got an album that sold 10 of them.
Whatever.
Always got to drag.
I say it right now. Yo, Ja Rule.
So you got to drag.
Yo, Ja Rule, bro. It's your boy Harvey.
He didn't even know you.
Yo, John, it's your boy Harvey. I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. You are the #1 rapper right now. Nostalgic, whatever you want to call it. New school, whatever you want to call it. Right now, this morning, bro. None of them can mess with you, bro.
No, he
Represent
ain't
Queens,
bad.
bro.
No, he ain't better than Jada now.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi.
He wildin'.
Everything, lady.
Rel, your phone breaking up.
Rel, do you have us on speaker?
Yeah, Rel, your phone been breaking up lately.
Take us off speaker. We'll hear you better.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Everybody,
I'm
Rel
just happy
holler,
to
Mr.
be here.
Sensation.
Hey,
I'm just
Rel.
happy to be here.
Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something. That boy Ja Rule, first of all, he read the room. Shout out to, first of all, DJ Will. That's my guy, DJ Will. He was up there DJing, right?
DJ
On
Will.
the Ja Rule side, bald head, with the blue on. The reason he was playing R&B, because he said the room was full of women.
Right. So you gotta make it do what it do.
That's why I was wondering why in the beginning he was playing that Feel Good.
Yeah.
He was playing before I Let Go Feel. I was like, okay, but thanks for answering that question. Now I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, he was like, yo, the room was full of women.
Right.
Now, yeah, Ja Rule, he went up there, he did what he was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for Remy Ma, Joe, it would have been even worse for Joe.
Yeah.
It would have been even worse for Joe if it wasn't for Rems. You know what I mean? Right. She really came in there and helped that man out.
Sure did. He was actually flustered at one point. You could see it in his face and in his performance. Right. You're right. Remy Ma came. She looked absolutely beautiful. She came on stage. She had these high boots on. She had those shorts on. She grabbed that mic. I said, "Oh my God! Look at Remy Ma. It was unbelievable. She is a beautiful woman."
And respect to her for doing one of the hardest verses to ever known to man. For her actually doing Big Pun's part.
Right. Yo, Remy Ma. You're right. If it wasn't for Remy Ma, Joe would have been done. He would have been finished. Thank God.
It would have been.
Thank God he had the whereabouts and the smarts, and he was open-minded enough to invite this woman to help him out with this.
But he's been. I feel like he's acting like he's bringing Remy Ma out, because every time he does something, he's like, oh, he's always having her around him, and I know that they're really good friends. But I think that she helps him.
Right, she
stay
keeping him
more
alive.
relevant.
Right.
Than he's. Making it seem like, because he's always acting like he's bringing her out.
He doing her favor. No, she staying your ass.
Because what the thing is with that is like DJ Khaled and Remy, it brought them into the game. But Joe, so what? All right, Joe, we respect that. We respect that, Joe. But that's not helping you, bro.
Right.
That didn't help you last night.
Not at all.
Because you're getting your ass whipped when you on team Fat Joe in the beginning, and at the end of the mission, you singing all of Ja Rule's hits.
Right.
That's what happened to me. Me and my lady was just, we turned the volume up.
Now, what I wanted to see, what I would have preferred, because I'm just about I'm about real battles, right? It would have been a better show if it was 50 and Ja.
Everybody says that.
It
I
would
mean,
have been a
they
way
got
better
beef.
show.
Right.
But I think
But how many hits do 50 really have?
No, but listen, here's the problem.
But 2, 3.
No, because 50 had a run. 50 had a run. He actually
G-Unit.
he did stop Ja Rule's career. He
Sure
stopped
did.
Ja Rule's career. So that would have been a better battle, 50 and Ja. Now, as far as Busta Rhymes, I feel like because Busta Rhymes is animated, it has to be Busta and Missy.
I don't know, man. I don't.
It has to be Busta
Okay,
and Missy.
I get it. I get it.
And let me tell you why. And
Go
then
ahead.
let me tell you what will make it so much hotter. If their videos are playing in the back.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
But there has to
Whoa,
be
whoa,
a-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Put in the
whoa.
suggestion box.
Whoa, wait a
Right,
minute.
right.
Whoa. Listen.
Right.
Hold on, Rel.
That would be hot.
Hold on, Rel.
Their
You're jumping
videos
off the
are
rails a
fire.
little bit. Let's keep this hip hop.
It should be a
It is.
visual.
Let's keep.
It
Let's
should be a
keep.
visual versus.
That'll be hot.
Let's
That'd
keep.
definitely be hot.
Let's keep
Yeah.
this hip hop. Let's just get microphones and stages, and we don't need all the paraphernalia and the fire rings and all of that.
But their videos playing while they're doing the verses will be fire.
Now, I think that, I don't know, lyrically, for me, in my opinion, lyrically, I don't think that Missy Elliott could be in the same room with Busta Rhymes. But,
Well,
you know, the
it's not-
songs. It's
about songs,
It's about the
really,
songs
yeah.
and the
Songs.
compatibility of it. Yeah, I agree with you.
Right.
I want to see,
Letitia, I think she said Busta Rhymes and Method Man.
well, there you go.
Nah,
Happy-
Meth and Red already did it.
They already did it.
Already did
Yeah,
it.
Method Man and Redman already did it.
Who they battled?
Each other. Method
Each
Man.
Oh, well, they need to team
And I
up to
think
go
Method
against
is
Busta Rhymes. I want to see, I know I'm going back to the dinosaur days.
Oh boy. Wait.
Oh.
Oh, right.
I want to see the Furious Five and the Cold Crush Brothers go at it.
Sean, sit
Now,
your ass down.
hold on.
If you sit down,
I want to see
I'ma
the Furious
tell you-
Five and the
I'ma
Cold
tell
Crush.
I'm gonna tell you what would break the internet though.
What?
Drake and Kanye would break the internet.
now that
Yes.
definitely will be adult verses.
They will break
Drake.
the internet.
Drake and Kanye.
But
yes.
I'll be for. I would be for Kanye though. I love Kanye.
No,
Now,
I like Kanye. I like
I
Drake.
interviewed
But I don't know how he
I-
performed.
I interviewed Jermaine Dupri. He said he wants Puffy.
Yeah, and Puffy.
Yeah,
did you
they
see
start-
the tweet? Puffy told him, "You ain't got enough hits for God."
Now-
He's going to sell God.
Now,
I said,
speaking of
okay,
that-
Puffy.
Speaking of that,
Love, brother,
hold
love.
on, Rel. Speaking of that, speaking of Puffy and speaking of, I'm gonna tell on myself right now, everybody. I was in that chat room with the verses, and I was tagging every celebrity,
Oh my gosh.
hoping and praying that one of them would say something back to your boy. I was in there looking like a whorish groupie.
Like a whole.
I was
street.
in that chat room like sloppy seconds. I was in that chat room like a dusty bitch. I was in there tagging. I was tagging all the superstars.
Not a dusty bitch.
I was like, "It's your boy Harvey. Say
Right.
something back to me. Validate my life." I was doing it, bros.
They probably didn't even see it. Those comments coming so fast.
I don't
do. They
care.
coming so
You
fast.
just
And
kept you just kept saying hard funny. And I was like this. I love all of them, and I tagged their names in it constantly. It didn't work though, Rel.
Thirsty. for
Now I
real.
know what we're not gonna see, but what I would really love to see for hip hop, I would love to see Nas and Jay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boring.
Nah, that would be listen, Nas and Jay. I think that would be epic. And if they do Takeover and Ether, oh, forget about it. It's gonna blow the roof off.
Of course, but they're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I know it would never happen. Jay's not doing no verses.
He ain't got time for that kind of nonsense.
They could care
Right.
less.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well,
She ain't got time for it.
they need to do some porn verses. I want to see like Cherokee
Oh,
the
Yeah,
ass.
here you
I
go.
want to see
There
Cherokee
you
the
go.
Everything don't got to come down
Now
to
listen,
ass.
I wanna
showing.
see-
But
I wanna see-
before I get out of here,
I want to see Cherokee the ass.
before I get out of here, Sean, we got to send the SEAL team after Ashanti.
Y'all stupid.
For sure.
Senny, wash your face. We got to go out.
We got to send that SEAL team after Ashanti. Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Her body's rocking.
Is Princess in that chat room this morning?
No, not yet.
Whoa.
Nelly tried to double back.
He did. He tried to slide. He slid over there.
Yeah,
He
because he's
slid
single now, I think.
Yo,
Better sit
Slid
down
his
somewhere.
girlfriend.
Shanti think about him.
yo, Rel, you are absolutely right, boy.
She said, boy, bye.
Yeah.
Right. Go on somewhere, sit down.
Yo, Senny, even my wife said Ashanti can get it. I said, you want? I said, you want? I said, you want? What we gonna do? Yo, you are absolutely right, Ashanti.
SEAL team.
He says,
I'm gonna, Senny, Ashanti. Should we? What we gonna do?
Ashanti?
Ashanti, what we gonna do? It doesn't matter. When we SEAL team, it's gonna be Ashanti. Senny, what we gonna do?
Right.
We're going to take her down.
You wanna take her down?
Yeah.
Well, where's Princess?
He's probably working.
Somebody reach out to Princess and bring him in this chat room or call, because I get nervous without this guy. All right, Rel.
All right. God bless.
God bless, Rob. Be safe out there.
Yes.
Wear your mask.
I want to
Double
see.
up.
We're gonna shout out the room. All right, Rel. God bless you.
Wear your mask.
I want to see the Furious 5 go against the Cold Crush Brothers.
Sean, sit down.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I guess
What you gonna do, Sean?
Wear
Already?
your mask.
I'm
gonna-
Of course you gotta wait your mask.
Yeah, you know what other thing is?
Senny, get this if you don't mind. Could you get that story up with Nicki Minaj spreading all type of
Oh, God.
efferees in these streets, please? Since we're talking about masks.
Yeah.
If you could get that, if you could get that popping, you know, everybody. Before, matter of fact, I got the story here, but City, she'll pull it up, guy. Well, even though City haven't pulled nothing up since last October.
I
Hold on.
have it.
Ashanti.
She's been
Ashanti.
dominating.
I mean, Nikki. You just sing, young lady.
Rap or whatever you do.
Rap and sing
Stick to that.
and
She
shut
wasn't
up.
even supposed to be doing that. She was supposed to be in retirement.
Yo.
She done came out retirement.
Came out
flashing her baby
retirement.
all
Now
over
you're
the
looking like Fat Joe. This information, people are dying out there, and folks love you, and folks.
place. Worry about her.
We're
She
off
needs to
the
worry
air.
about her husband.
Yeah, it's keep interrupting video.
No, we're on the air.
Well, on the live feed.
No, we're on it. It's there. It's right there. I can't see it unless I look at your
It's
monitor.
going off and on.
Well, that's something else is going on. Nicki Minaj, you. I think Rel's right too. We could put you. You could be a SEAL team candidate, of course. I think we would do you dirty. And after Senny and myself and Rel tear your ass up, then you'll get a squirt party from
Not a squirt party.
from DeVern Mavis.
Not a squirt party.
She's finna off. She'll finish off with a squirt party.
Oh my God. Ew. Wow.
And Rel Duck, you might get some squirt juice on your forehead.
He might like
So
it.
so that's cool. That's good. We love you for that in your music, but what you blasting on the internet about the vaccine is totally ridiculous, and you wasted the time. You're rich, young lady.
Yeah.
Like you're almost a billionaire. What's the country? Winnipeg, Tobago. What's the name of this country?
Trinidad.
Oh yeah, that's your home. That's your home state. Trinidad, Tobago,
Trinidad.
and Winnipeg.
You know what?
These folks, first of all, it's a third world country out there. Only a third of the island has even running water. They all drive 1980s Honda Civics. They got old billboards from Vietnam. This is a poor country. If without tourism, they would be done. And I say all this to say that you put the health, the health and this health secretary of this country that's very poor. You got him working to find out information about somebody that got large testicles from COVID shot. The place has no running water. Nobody cares when they go to Trinidad, Tobago, Winnipeg. They go down there for vacation and get the hell out of there. Senny is from that island. You ask her when the last time she's been there. And I don't blame her. Why go there? You stay there for a week or two and take your ass home. They don't have no cable down there. They don't have nothing down there. And you're going to send the health ministry down there and in this country to waste valuable resources to stop your lies. You're a goddamn lie. Senny, real quick before we shout out the room, what's her deal?
Yeah, Shawn. Well, Nicki Minaj's deal is that she had the night that she hold on a second. The night that
you haven't held on for a second since last October.
The night that it
or have
started
you? I don't know what the hell's going on with you.
The night.
Senny, are you getting slung down on the low?
No.
Let's look at me and say that. Are you getting? Senny, hold on. Look, Senny, look at me. Just. Because when you look at me, you're gonna look right to you. When you're looking at me in my eyes, you're gonna look right back into your soul. Look at me real quick, Senny. Senny, Senny, look at me. Are you currently getting slunged out by anything?
Well, no, not currently, not at the moment.
Look at me and say
right
that.
Now you're on the show.
You can't even.
We're here.
You can't even look at me. Have you been slunged out in the last 3 weeks?
No.
Look at me.
No.
Okay, continue. He's a goddamn liar. Such a freaking liar. You don't have to lie to me. You just did right in my face.
No.
Well,
you look like you've been slunged out. Before you get into that story, you look like you've been slunged out in the last 3 weeks.
No.
And I'm not mad at you. We grown. Just say it.
You put all her business out there. She don't want nobody to know.
Senny.
Dang.
Senny, before you go into the story, I'm disappointed in you.
Don't say nothing, Senny.
Goddamn lie.
Senny, don't say nothing, girl.
Your eyebrows are tilted at a 45-degree angle.
Because I got them done.
Right.
No. They just
They're
tilted the
down.
moment you lied. You's a goddamn lie.
3 weeks ago.
You look like you've had penis in the last month.
Sure,
And
but you
just
all
be
of her
grown and
business.
just say it. I ain't mad at you.
Why you all of her business, short?
I said, Senny, look in my face and said, just to be honest, I said, Senny, when you look into my eyes, it's going to look right back in your soul. And guess what? You lied.
He said you lied. Senny.
See it. Look at me
No.
again.
You see that?
Look at me
I
again.
haven't smashed in 3 weeks.
Look, Senny, look at me. Damn, you are really lying to me.
Do you have some inside information?
You are
that I
really,
don't know?
He talked
Senny,
to somebody.
Senny,
Who
you
you
are
talking to?
really, Senny, you are really gonna
Who
lie.
you
I'm
talking
looking at
to,
you lie.
Sean?
You don't see the line right here? It's over Barbi's weaving wig. The lie is right here. It's right. It's a holding pattern over this wig.
A holding pattern.
Hold it back. Well, I'm gonna try to snatch it out the air for you, girl.
Wow, Senny. Wow. Wow. You're
Sean.
lying to your Moses.
Not Moses. Not the Moses.
Sean is my Moses.
Well, whatever, Senny. You got to go to sleep at night with that. Okay, what's it?
Not Moses.
You're getting slunged out and you ain't even can't even admit.
The White House offers to answer Nicki Minaj questions about COVID vaccine. Nicki Minaj has started a whirlwind of controversy, all starting with her not wanting to go to the Met. And to be honest, little disclaimer before this story, I think this is all because of her husband. Because, you know, her husband is going down for some, you know, rape that he did back in the day.
Right.
Her and her husband have been tampering with the witness by death threats and money, offering her $20,000. But girl, you should have taken like a cool $1 million and been like, okay, I'll leave it alone. But you know, witness intimidation. So all this stuff is in the story about her. And now all of a sudden, you're not going to the Met Gala, probably because your husband can't go. And now you're over here talking about vaccines. So
Right.
we'll move on. But since then, she had released a tweet. Going back to her cousin, the initial tweet was, my cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent or impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Chief White House medical advisor Anthony Fauci responded to the rapper's concerns on Tuesday, stating that there is no evidence that a COVID-19 vaccine can cause such symptoms. There's no evidence that it happens, said Fauci, nor is there any mechanistic reason to imagine that it would happen. So the answer to your question is no. She should be thinking twice about propagating information that really has no basis except a one-off anecdote, and that's not what science is all about. Her remarks have also resulted in responses from health officials from her home country of Trinidad and Tobago, as well as British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Trinidadian Health Minister Terence Dayal Singh said his office had wasted so much time yesterday running down this false claim, adding that he felt it was sad that health officials had spent time on this matter. Boris Johnson was asked about Minaj's remarks, and though he admitted that he was not familiar with the works or as familiar with the works of Nicki Minaj as I probably should be, he added that he preferred to listen to musical artists who promote getting vaccinated against COVID-19. The shade. And then supposedly the White House reached out to her saying that they'll answer any questions that she has. Then Nicki Minaj tweeted, "The White House has invited me, and I think it's a step in the right direction. Yes, I'm going. I'll be dressed in all pink like Legally Blonde, so they know I mean business. I'll ask questions on behalf of the people who have been made fun of for simply being human." And then she said, #Ballgate Day 3. But the White House released a statement. They said, and they retweeted Nicki Minaj's tweet saying that she was invited, the shade, the White House. And they said, as we have with others, we offered a phone call with Nicki Minaj and one of our doctors to answer any questions she has about the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. I can't.
Well,
I want to be important.
Well, the shade started with her. The shade started with her. Okay.
And then, Joy Reid, was that her name? Joy Ann Reid?
Joy Ann Reid, yeah.
She went on, to call out Nicki on the thing on MSNBC. Yeah. She said she felt that it was very pathetic for her to use her platform, especially with people in our community, to promote such propaganda or whatever. Right.
Again, Nicki Minaj and others have a huge responsibility. You're right, because of their platform. You can't spill propaganda like this and thinking that it's okay. Your cousin's friend got vaccinated and now his balls don't work and they canceled the wedding. That sounds stupid to me right there. It sounds crazy to even say that. And you post all of this. You have no evidence at all. The country of Trinidad, Tobago, Winnipeg, they don't have the resources for your nonsense. And then everybody's coming. I like the fact that this African-American sister, that everyone's coming to invite you to places and have a discussion. And they invited you to the White House. And they did all of this to let you know that this is not... Hold on, guys. To let you guys know, to let them know that this is all wrong. But you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to say Fauci's lying, the government's lying. But they're not going to put this responsibility back on Nicki Minaj. They're not going to put it back on her. What she should do right now is have a formal apology like Fat Joe did when he called Vita and Lil Mo dirty bitches. And he apologized. You really want to be responsible in your platform? Yeah. You need to go on your platform right now and apologize to the people that are out there that are dying. And I can't even go to that part of the country and part of the world. I was supposed to go away in 2 weeks to do a show down there in the U.S. Virgin Islands in St. Croix, and they shut the whole thing down because they're dying out there.
Shut it down.
Because they don't want the vaccine. And I get that. You have your personal choice. But they shut down St. Thomas, St. Croix, and all the other saints because everybody's dying and they don't want nobody down there. So now I'm out of this money and we can't